Hi, Brenda. Welcome to my channel, the Empress and the Sun Tarot. Today I will start with a general reading, then we will do some live questions. My guide just answers who she's called to. So she would prefer just to, she'll just call you and have you ask the question. Sometimes she likes to have a little conversation, and we will just go from there. Please make sure you're liking and subscribing. And as we, I will do the general reading, then we will just get some questions. So we will just see how the energy is today. So hope everyone is doing really well. We are just getting general guidance. We get the New Dawn card. We get the Authentic Self. And we get the Family card, which is, Circles of Life. And we get the Ancestors card. I've been having, that feeling a lot lately of the ancestors, kind of giving a message. So I know there's a lot of that energy around, asking your ancestors for guidance is really good at this time. So we will just do a few cards in the tarot to get guidance for this energy. It definitely looks like it's, it's time that, we're being asked, to step forward, to step, more into our path, to really work on that healing of our energy, that inner child, to become more of that authentic self, and just not be, afraid to step into that. We get the Six of Cups and the Page of Cups with the Hermit on the bottom of the deck. And for that message, I feel like this healing definitely goes, through all, as we're adults, back to our teenage years, and then back to even, that cycle began as a small child. And normally we have, a growing disconnect, especially in, these teenage years can be, very difficult on our path. We're trying to figure out who we are, being that authentic self. So sometimes that's a time when, we really close off parts of ourselves. And I feel like it's time to awaken those parts. So I feel like with this new dawn, it's saying, be guided to, words, the things that you are, things that you maybe like to do in your childhood and bring that energy back. When I had met Dave at the beginning, he had said, when he was, in that, impressionable age of probably like 17 to 20, he is kind of, more exploring that spiritual side. Then it kind of stepped away from it some, totally, until he had met me. He'd started working some towards his spirituality, but once we, began dating, it really was pretty much us doing the work 24/7. He has a really great aspect in his chart that Dave likes to do everything on fast forward. So I feel like, it's a reflection time of that, because it's definitely trying to enlighten us, to lighten the load, to, give you that inspiration that's going to help you move forward. I feel like it's time of really learning and becoming balanced and grounded, and that's really going to move your path forward. I feel like if you're really focused on this negative energy, if there's anything negative going on, and if you're giving your energy towards that negative thing, even if you have like 4 things going right and 1 thing going wrong, if you focus on that one wrong thing, it's going to make those other things that were going so right a little less right, because that's going to just overall diminish your energy. So it's saying, I feel like really, walk away from what's not serving you. With that bird having its mouth open, I feel like it's saying, so you're saying answer the call. So I feel like it's definitely a time to, us to step into our wisdom and our power, and to speak the truth of what you've learned. I know for me, it happened really quickly. And like now I just feel like I'm stepping into this. And I feel like, it's a call for all of us to kind of step into that higher, you know, higher place, being more balanced and grounded, because truly that, is so important to your energy. To be balanced and grounded in all the aspects of your life. And, they want you to, be your authentic self, I feel, to your family, and feel like it's okay to do that. I feel like your ancestors are saying it's okay to do that with the Archangel Metatron cards. So that was the opening message. So we will from there move on to just getting some questions and going from there. Hello, Great Courts. How are you doing today? I think we're going to start with you. Hi, Richard. Hi, Natalie. Hi, Nisha Queen. Hi, Priya. Thanks, everyone, for joining. We will do some questions. Celia's just kind of doing things a little different. She's liking to just call and ask. So we'll just call you and then do a little reading for you. So she's kind of wanting to have a little more interaction. I am doing really well. Dave's out playing with the granddaughter. So, it was so sweet watching him fix her hair this morning, doing the little ponytails. It was just too cute. He's such a good grandpa. Papa. She calls him Papa. It's just the sweetest thing. They have such a really good relationship. He always reads her bedtime stories. So I hope you are all doing well. And Great Courts, we're starting with you, she said. Do you have a question, or would you like just a general? Oh, what signs? Yes. What are the signs? Okay. Are you seeing lots of people? Because we get engagement and then we get unrequited love. Those are kind of opposite energies. Are you seeing a lot of that unbalanced energy where you feel like it's either one thing or the other, or it's even that way for you? It's either, you're in a great relationship or you're completely single. And we're going to get some tarot on that. But I feel like those are completely opposite energies, and we're in a world of duality. So we kind of see a little bit of everything. So sometimes it's about, the perspective you're seeing it from. So we have duality. Sometimes the shadow's asking us to shine the light on it. It wanted me to pull some tarot. So I feel like it's about wanting you to get balance, because like those I feel like are both one extreme or the other. No kind of, dating or anything in between. It's just, one or the other. We get a 2 and a 2. I feel like it's saying it wants you to get really balanced and grounded and figure out what do you want in the area of love. Be specific, write it down. It seems to work better that way. If you do write it down and you get the 2 of cups, that's 3 twos, that's a lot of synchronicity there. And, that 3 of pentacles is, about working together. So I feel like it's asking you to really spend some time and get grounded and figure out what do you want in love. Because the 2 of pentacles and the 2 of swords is, the 2 of pentacles is about balance, but it's about a choice. The 2 of swords is about a choice or not making the choice. And, that 2 of cups is, are you wanting to offer that 2 of cups to someone? I feel like the person's going to be a life partner, because I feel like, it's a soul contract with that, 3 of pentacles to me is like a soul contract of, sometimes marriage or just, working with someone. But I feel like it definitely is asking you to figure out what do you want. Be specific, write that list of the things you want in a person. If you haven't done that, I mean, literally, I have 2 pages. So, I feel like it's saying, you know what you don't want, so write down exactly what you do want. Your words are super powerful. Oh, yeah, super powerful. Especially when you write them down. I hear meditation does wonders. There's so many meditation videos and things you can listen to. Thanks, Rachel. Yes, everyone, please hit the like button. I know you have to be a subscriber to ask a question. I kind of have it set up because Dave's out with Macy, so I don't have a moderator today. So we are just doing it that way. Thank you so much, Rachel. We're going to go ahead and get you next, Rachel. Do you have a question? What are my guides trying to tell me regarding my relationship with him? Okay. She's feeling like an oracle and tarot today, I guess. We're just letting her kind of be in charge. She likes to do that. So we're going to let her do it. So what does Rachel need to know about M, the Aries? I knew there was one more. Rachel, we get make the effort, which is great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take, and forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. And then the bottom of the deck is it's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. If there's someone in the past that's broken your heart, be this person or someone else, I feel like there's something you have to release with that. As long as you're holding that energy, it's going to kind of just keep cycling that pattern back around to you. Sometimes when I'm having a cycle and it's one I particularly don't like, I've been really working on my triggering stuff. So when I get triggered, I feel like it's somebody from the past, some energy you have. I know Dave and I have both been married before, and sometimes when we have something going on, we have to kind of reflect back to a past relationship. When I met Dave, he had to literally have a sheet of paper that told him emotions because he just hadn't had really any experience in his life of feeling his emotions and knowing what those were. So I wouldn't have thought that to be really a possible thing, but it was really a thing. So I ask him a lot on how he feels, but we reflect back a lot on our past relationships. Because where you leave that energy in a past relationship, it can bring it right back around to you. So she's telling me definitely something from a past relationship. Anyone ever that kind of broke your heart, it doesn't even have to necessarily be, that love relationship, but sometimes sometimes Dave can trigger things in me, and sometimes other people can trigger that same thing, but in a little different way. But so sometimes people are meant to trigger you to heal that pattern. But I feel like it's definitely something about the pattern with all of that. I'm just feeling like the spiral energy. So like, how things come back around. I say I hear, but it's kind of like I get a block of thought, I guess. I don't know. And then I just have to kind of decipher it. Sometimes it takes a second. So what does Rachel need to know about him? Yeah, Rachel, definitely something of the past because we get the 10 of Swords, the 9 of Wands, the 2 of Swords, the 9 of Wands, the 2 of Swords, the 10 of Swords. So I feel like it's something from your past that really caused you to kind of put a little bit of a block up. Sometimes we do that with our heart, even unknowingly. 5 of Swords. Something that caused you some chaos and conflict. Maybe you've had this pattern with your friends or even, some other people in your life where you've had that kind of, where they're in and out energy. I feel like it's telling you to get really grounded. Maybe look at your patterns with your mother as well. I'm hearing mother. So just look at your relationship patterns and see if you have that kind of relationship energy with anybody else. Is what Celia's saying. Cord cutting does really well. And make sure you're always sending that energy back to them. And just know when that you pop that thought in your head about that person, normally it's because that person's thinking about you. And depending on their thought, they're sending you positive or negative energy, knowingly or unknowingly. If you were sitting and you are thinking a really loving thought about someone, it sends them that positive energy. And if you're thinking, negative energy about that person, it also sends that to them. So, hi, MD007. How are you doing? Do you have time to moderate a little bit today? Dave's out with Macy playing. I think they might go to the park. We had fun yesterday. She had both of us going down the slide. What you'll do for a 3-year-old. You are very welcome. Awesome. Thank you. Would you like a card? Do you have a specific question? Or do you just need general guidance today? So you always like to take care of that moderator first. Because she appreciates the energy exchange. It's funny, Dave and I were talking. I have this thing where sometimes I put a mirror ball up, and we were talking that, sometimes my intention would be to just mirror that energy back to someone, so it just goes back and deflects off me. But I have a real aspect in my chart, and when I do that mirror ball thing, my energy reflects that other person's energy. So if they're in a not good energy, that's that same to me. So I'm actually going to maybe work on changing that mirror ball thing because, I don't always like reflecting anybody else's energy. I kind of like to hold my own energy. So, yeah. She's big on the equal energy exchange thing. So we are getting cards for MD007. She called me to use these cards, which are like, I will have to get the box. Oh, we get the healing heart, love, acceptance, and romance. That is beautiful energy, and it looks like that's the only one that one's going to give you. And then it's attachment on the bottom of the deck. So watch any attachments you have from the past. Make sure they're not projecting energy at you. Because we kind of, once you are dating and, any kind of relationship, you intertwine your energy, with someone else's energy. And you just have to make sure that you're not getting yourself, I hear, caught up in that web. So that's the reference she wants to give. I hope everyone is having a good day. Hi, Anime. How are you doing? Oh, we're not done yet. She wants to pull some tarot for you. She's feeling like pulling an oracle and tarot right now, so we're just kind of going with what she wants. We get the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords, and then you get the 9 of Pentacles on the bottom, which is, beautiful energy as well to be. I feel like it's your energy right now. I feel like maybe there's been a little disconnection with your heart, maybe some energy, but I feel like, because he's kind of disconnected, but I feel like you're going to get some clarity with that ace. So make sure you're loving yourself. Yeah, definitely some self-love. Oh, Jennifer, are you okay? Hi, Lauren. How are you today? We are just kind of going where Celia wants to go, and I think we're gonna do anime next. When is he going to come? Anime, I did a reading at the beginning of the video, which was kind of about as we step into our path, the things we're going to want are going to come to us. So I feel like it's definitely a time of us learning and growing into our path and stepping into our authentic self. We get the unrequited love card and we get the flirt card. So we get extend your lighthearted energy to others. And then we get there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep the relationship going. We're going to get some tarot on that. Because that flirt is a really lighthearted energy. And with the unrequited love card with that, I feel like maybe it's just the very beginning of a relationship. Maybe is he in another relationship? And if so, maybe there's not enough love in that relationship. But I get the flirt. That flirt is, lighthearted energy. So make sure you're sending, little love bombs. You could just send little energy things. Like I'm looking at Dave right now and he's out pushing Macy around in her little car. And, that just makes my heart so full. So I just, send him little things of love. He knows that we are like super telepathic together. Dave always is like, can't believe I can read his mind, but I'll just be honest, it's way more Celia than me. But doing that, you can even energetically flirt, I guess is what Celia's saying. Energetically flirt. Okay. So I would just, if his energy somewhere else, I would just let it be there because then the next card is calling in your soulmate and you get love yourself first. And we get the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like, that video at the first was, definitely about, I feel like as you're stepping into your path more and really focusing on you, you can really bring that in. But Celia's really about that energetic, send him a little energy and see how that goes. Yeah, I got a little bit of everything out today on my table, so we're just going with what Celia's feeling like today. It's funny, sometimes I feel like I should just call it the Celia show. So anyway, Smile, I am just calling people and then we're going through questions. We're not going off the list. I'm not reading them off the list. I am going off a little bit of the chat. So if you would really like to have me call your name, participate in the chat with other people. Celia wants an energy exchange in here. I'm giving my time and my energy, and she's definitely, putting her energy forth. So she just wants to make sure we're having an even energy exchange. Nothing personal, If you give your energy to someone, you want a little back. So she's not just letting people drop their question and leave. She just doesn't feel like, yeah. She said it's a boundary for me. I would love a romance angel. Of course, Corinne, thank you for always supporting the channel. And then I hope you enjoy the rest of your day too, Anime. It's a beautiful sunshiny day here. I think only like mid-60s, but I'll take sunshine any day of the week. Corinne, we get release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. And then the bottom of the deck is calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmation, visualizations bring you together. Oh, and such a throat chakra activation there, Corinne. Don't worry, we're going to get some tarot. Ashley, I love that you love yourself and your twin flame. Yeah, you have to do that. You have to find balance with yourself to bring that really relationship in. Yeah, but you got to love yourself. Corinne, we get the 5 of Cups. I know you were talking about should you walk away from that relationship. I feel like the energy today is definitely pushing you in that direction because we get the 6 of Swords, the 2 of Pentacles, which I feel like is making a choice. But in this card, I feel like the ships are coming in. So, the 6 of Swords, and then the card flipped over is the Death card. So like big transformation coming in. I feel like as you focus yourself and move into a better place for you, in this 6 of Swords, she's alone. I feel like either that's going to call in the right person or bring some clarity really quickly to this person. But I feel like she's saying to release it today. That's definitely, well, that's where the energy's going. She said there's something else. So I'm gonna pull a couple more cards. Oh, this is part of your path, Corinne, because we get the Hermit. So the Death, the Hermit, the Judgment, and the Ace of Wands. Oh, it's bringing in something really good for you. Something really good. Maybe something at the next holiday. I know here in the States, the next holiday is Halloween. Sometimes I don't necessarily consider that a holiday. So maybe by Thanksgiving, but I feel like this, and we are in this Scorpio season. But I feel like this is something on your path really guiding you to really change your focus and work towards your spiritual goal right now. Work on, make sure you're being grounded. But I feel like some new offer is going to come in. This is a giftie from the universe. Aces are gifties, and that is, inspiration, forward movement. Wands are about action. So, Corinne, that was for you. Hi, Kiwi. How are you doing today? Sometimes you just got to really release it. And just let that energy go because, we do have that, clarity coming in quickly and a new opportunity. So, and things are, it is eclipse season when things are really going to leave your life in like the next, till that next, we're having a solar eclipse on the full moon. I don't guess I got my phone. So, I take that back. I do. So things can be really changing really quickly in the next, week or so, 10 days until we get that full moon. And that is in Taurus, and that's about, the things you value. So if you're not being valued by someone, it's telling you, walk away. And full moons are a time of releasing. So if you want to do like a thing about releasing, that would be a good time as well. No, nothing else about the light switch. She thinks you're going to get it or you'll have another reference about it. There goes that throat chakra again. Yeah, she says you're going to know. So I feel like you're going to know. So maybe you'll hear something in the next couple of days. When you do, it'll be an aha light switch, aha moment. Light switch, inspiration. Also that Ace of Wands, inspiration, aha. Perhaps. I follow the clues. I get messages later. After we do readings, sometimes I get other messages about things, more clarity. So I don't know. I hope everyone's doing well. I ask everyone to please like the video. And Celia's, my guide's just doing things a little different. She likes to just call somebody and then we'll just have a little conversation and then she'll do a reading. So if you spam the chat, we'll just put you in timeout. I just, she wants equal energy here and she thinks everybody has the right to, have their question posted, but not excessively. Okay, keep me posted. I think it might just be a really great inspirational moment for you. Sometimes those happen for me in the shower or like doing the dishes or some, task that where you're not really paying attention, you can get the greatest inspiration. I was driving. Oh, here's Corinne. Here we go. I got an idea. When I was listening to all sorts of manifesting things, and I think it was Christy Marie Shelton I was listening to. I really like her because she can look at you and tell you where you have energy blockages for abundance. I would love to meet her someday. So I'm putting that out in the vortex. So yeah. But she said, ask yourself, what would my $1 million idea be? And honestly, and then just leave it to the universe. Say, what would my $1 million idea be? And literally, I just said it that clearly and let it go. And then I got inspired, because I'm a physical therapy assistant on a knee brace. I got a patent on it. I was working on it. I just need to find the right engineer. So if there's an engineer out there that wants to work on a knee brace, I have a patent idea. So I have so many of my patients that couldn't, that have, a certain dysfunction and there's just not a good brace out there for it. And mine will, so I have my $1 million idea. So Corinne, I feel like you have a $1 million idea out there. So, ask the universe what it is. And I forgot my do not disturb. So, let me just let my daughter know. And now my do not disturb is also on. I thought I had that on, but it's just been one of them days. Natalie, you donated. Do you have a specific question or is that a general? What would you like? And thank you very much for donating to the channel. We greatly appreciate it. It does allow me to be able to do this here, and offer that for everyone. So thank you for the energy exchange. Thanks, Kiwi. I will get to you. Celia says you're definitely going to get a reading. Okay, we will get that for you, Natalie. Does the Sagittarius have feelings for me? And it's safe for you to love. So that is a beautiful answer for you. And we get healing family issues, which is your love life benefits benefits as you forgive your parents. So I feel like that's a great message. Natalie, look where your Chiron is. I'm really guided to that. Especially for anyone that finds my channel, because that's what I healed or I'm working on healing. It's not healed yet. I'm working towards it though. So yeah, look where your Chiron is. It's this little symbol. It is the key symbol. And my guide says it really is, one of the most important keys we can heal to bring in the things that we want to bring in, I will say where my Chiron is, my third house, which is, about communication. That's, that normal house of Gemini. So I will say my first marriage did not have good communication, but my communication with Dave is, we have really good communication. And it's a work in progress every day as well. So, oh yeah, Chiron, it's an asteroid, but it really is an important aspect. I was actually looking because my granddaughter actually has Chiron in the same sign as mine, different house, but same sign. So it's really, really important in your chart. Right now it's retrograde. So I feel like right now it's like really got to focus on it. It's been retrograde for a few months. And the tarot we get are the Five of Wands and the Nine of Swords. I feel like and the Eight of Swords on the bottom, I feel like, some of this chaos and conflict you're causing just yourself. Natalie, I have a video on how I manifested my twin flame, which is Dave, and we are married. So check out, I think a video on about healing Chiron too, that I did when I first, was starting my channel several months ago. I did a couple of little videos, and I'm going to put together a class on it. Me and Dave were just talking about that the other day, that I needed to do a class. And honestly, when I do the class, I'm going to offer it, free. Just because I feel it's that important for everyone to work on. So Natalie, I feel like some of that's, chaos and conflict. And sometimes if you listen to that little voice in your head, you'll feel better. When you're thinking about him, put your hand on your heart and ask your ego to step aside, and literally say that. I ask my ego to step aside, and call in your higher self. And then with your hand on your heart, with your higher self right there, ask your higher self, for your guidance. And if you listen to that little quiet voice, it's going to talk to you. Yeah, your guides are really trying to talk to you. Oh, definitely overthinking. But because it looks really good, but look towards that Chiron. I feel like it's super important. Yeah, but they're definitely your guides are trying to talk to you. I hope everyone is doing really well. I would like to ask everybody to please make sure you're liking, and I know you have to subscribe to get a question. That's just part of our energy exchange. So if you want a question, we will call you, and then as we do, we'll just have a little conversation. My guide's wanting to do that. She's definitely wanting to talk more. So Nisha, we're gonna get you next. So if you could drop your question in the chat. Celia wants to talk to you. She's having me pop over. Oh, Nisha, you just put your question there. Looky there. Celia's having me look at the participants. So like who is active in the chat. So as you're in the chat, we're going to call you that way. So, but she wants you guys to have conversation in the chat with each other, with me. You can talk about where you're from. We all kind of have the same things we're trying to manifest. Normally it's love or money, honestly. Yes, Ashley. I'll say when I first met my twin flame story is a little different than some people's. And I did a little thing on my thing. I had a catalyst at first. I met somebody and I thought they were my person. That's how I found out about the twin flame journey. And I began there. And as I began there, I worked on healing stuff. And as I did, I was like, just, love isn't supposed to hurt. It's really, really not. So as I worked on, I took a class on Chiron. I listened to another channel on YouTube, Soulful Revolution, Mary Jo. She does a morning message every day, which is really great. And some days I resonate with her and some days I don't. She's, on that journey, but like, she's a twin flame, but she's not in union. And so she was talking about her having a catalyst. So, I kind of had a catalyst. So I figured out, that, and I let it go. And then I was just kind of working on me, and I manifested Dave, which is, there's no doubt for either of us that we are twin flames. So, yeah, that twin flame energy is strong. I mean, honestly, I took the Chiron class, and it wasn't 3 months until I manifested Dave into my life. Um, a week after I met him, I was going to take her North Node class, which is what our purpose is in this life. So me and Dave actually did that class. I did it, and then me and him kind of did it again together. Working towards, what are our purposes in life. So, yeah. So, Nisha, we're going to get a card for you. Is your question about your twin flame? Nisha, you want me to tell you something, girl? You can have all the power. I promise you. Write that list of what you want. Write the story you want to have. One of the things I had to really do is figure out how to have boundaries. I would, I was very much a people pleaser. So that's why now sometimes with the chat, the way Celia's doing things is she's making me have boundaries. It's, another way of, making me work on my stuff. So, just, yeah. Okay, we're getting some cards for you, Nisha. So you wants to use these cards. You get the Healing Heart card. Love, acceptance, romance. Write the love story that you want to have, that you want to hear. Your words are like super duper powerful, especially when you write them. Like I still have my little journal here. When I did, a video of the life coach, and one of the things he gave me was, to write that, thing of what I wanted for that perfect person, for my job, and, some other things. And the biggest question is why on those, why do you want that? If you, Simon Sinek does a thing about the why. So like on my things, I wanted loyalty. I wanted trust. I didn't write a whole big thing about them. I wrote one word, loyalty. That's like a super important thing to me. And that's the thing with Dave, that I know there's no question of his loyalty to me. Yeah. We get the Healing Heart, and then we get Up from the Depths, and you get Family Tree. So look at your family history with love. Sometimes we carry, family patterns in love. That ancestral karma, but it's like up from the depths. So I feel like this is, she's going to a new direction. She's going up. And so I feel like you can really write the story that you want to have. The Ace of Wands, I feel like you have that, power of that inspiration to take that action. Write the most beautiful love letter to yourself. Write the things you want to hear. Even put your number in with his name at the top on it, and send yourself texts that you would like to receive from him. Just program it into your mind, and you get what you think about. So the more you think about, he's not trusting me, he's questioning me, the more he's going to question you. Send that, thing to yourself, he trusts me so much, we are in such alignment together. Me and Dave have to really be we're definitely in alignment together. If we're not, we're definitely bouncing off each other. So, which is why we're, more. Okay, she wants to get some tarot now that she's done talked. So, Doing the work, the Eight of Pentacles. And spend some time with your friends and daydreaming. Sometimes when I get this Three of Cups, for that, I see the Big Dipper, and me and Dave sit out and dream under the stars. So sometimes the Three of Cups can be third party, or it can be, a holiday. Sometimes I feel like it's, what are you, I'll just say, okay, me and Dave were just talking. You know how in the cartoons you say you have a good, the good angel and the devil, where, the whatever you do, you have your ego and you have your higher self. It's truly that way. So I feel like it's about working with your higher self and your ego. Your ego always tries to protect you, so gets defensive. So when he's coming and asking you something, put your hand on your heart, and you can even say it silently. I asked my higher self to have this conversation, and your ego has to step aside. Normally it's our ego that gets offended. So try to speak with clarity. Ask your higher self, with that, I feel like, he's definitely got clarity. But yeah, if you're feeling that way and you're feeling like he's attacking you, just put your hand on your heart and have, I asked my higher self to have this conversation. Literally, Dave and I were in one of the worst arguments we've ever had. And I asked Zelia to have the conversation with Dave. And within 1 minute, it was literally resolved. I mean, literally, we were like, so just know it's been a while since that happened. But literally asking that, because our ego is, puts us in that fight or flight. It thinks it's supposed to protect us. But sometimes, it's that big barking dog that's trying to protect you. You are very welcome, Nisha. Celia clearly had a message for you. So we will move on. Hi, Kiwi. How are you? I'd like a general reading when you get a chance. Kiwi, we're going to get you next. You can let go of your twin flame. Some twin flames, Ashley, I'm going to recommend you listen to Soulful Revolution. Mary Jo, she's a twin flame reader. She is a twin flame, not in union. She said, her twin flame opted out. So, and she has posted a couple of videos on the different kinds of twin flames. Dave and I are like a split soul twin flame. Like we are so like it's unreal. Literally, except I like pickles. And he doesn't, and cucumbers. But besides that, we're like so similar. But I feel like there's a couple of different kinds. Some twin flames come in and end up being, she calls them nomadic, where they're not in union together. They, you meet, they activate each other, but not necessarily together. So she, yeah, check out Mary Jo, Soulful Revolution. And here, so you told me to type it in the chat, so I'm going to just move it up real quick and do that. And let me make sure we get both of her accounts. She does such a great job. And like I said, sometimes I resonate, sometimes I don't, but she does a really good job. Well, I thought it would put a thing, but I guess it didn't. So there we go. We will get back to cards. And Kiwi, I think we're going to do you next. Celia said, I will please ask everyone to not spam the chat. Hi, April. How are you? We're going to do Kiwi, and then we'll get you, April. Kiwi, you get the orange card, and you get the Metatron Rainbow Bridge, which is always open. And you get the clarity card. So I feel like it is wanting you to meditate. I feel like it's really trying to activate you. With that orange card, I feel like, that sacral chakra is, that our creative spark. So I feel like, yeah, you're definitely getting a big activation. I know I've been having a lot of stuff open up. About the movie Ghost, that's how it's been going for me the last week or so. So the Queen of Cups, and we get the Six of Wands. And the bottom of the deck is the Ten of Wands. So putting down a burden, I feel like as you're stepping into your passion, and really put all of your heart into it, you're going to really move forward. I feel like something's going to activate you, and you're going to really move forward. And it's going to change so much. That rainbow's just, really reaching up there. So I feel like that's really good for you, Kiwi. And then April, what does Chanel want to say to me? I have no contact or communication. She's with my ex-husband. Will they last? Okay. For April, we get go with the flow. It says paddle on. And then you get the boundaries card. Set them daily. And I feel like boundaries are the key. With a lot of relationships. And maybe right now she's just really energetic blocking you. And the bottom of the deck card is the Cosmos card, which is mirrors you. So I was talking earlier about how sometimes, I would put an energetic ball up and, have it be a mirror ball. And my intention was just that it would reflect back to the person. But what that does is actually makes me reflect their energy back to them, which, in all is a great thing. But, it also puts me in their vibration, and that might not be the vibration I want to be in. So I feel like there could be some mirroring between Chanel and you with your ex. He's like, hold on. Did you set some boundaries? Maybe she is too, because I feel like, if you're in a relationship and you don't do energy to heal that, you go right back to it. Like when Dave and I go visit a place, if any energy happened, anything energetically happened, good or bad, when we go back to that place, we feel that energy. So you kind of leave your energy signature wherever you go. So I feel like maybe, yeah, definitely. I feel like she's trying to communicate with you energetically. Because we get the Seven of Wands, and in this card, this person's meditating, but it's the boundaries card. I feel like she's put some boundaries up, and maybe I feel like, five of Cups there, and the Queen of Pentacles. Maybe she's putting boundaries up. Is that what happened with you, April? Did you put some boundaries up, and that kind of turned things around? Celia feels like it's definitely a boundaries thing. And a mirroring thing. So Oh, yeah. Whatever happened energetically with your relationship with him, however it ended, the same thing's happening. The same exact thing is happening. He doesn't know why it's happening, but that is why. Um, I will say, April, from my first marriage, that's kind of, that's kind of the situation that ended my first marriage. Somebody that I knew, an acquaintance, kind of, somebody that I didn't think I had to worry about, but sometimes everything happens for a reason. And now I wish them nothing but nothing but the best. As long as they leave me alone, which pretty much happened. So, yeah, but everything for a reason. Yeah, some people you just can't trust. I don't feel like she's got honesty in her right now. Um, Sometimes people get what they deserve. And I feel like they have created that karma for each other. Definitely a karma thing they're creating. And something they will have to, work through that karma. Um, just make sure that you do the work to heal that. Yeah, I felt just make sure you're working through your feelings on it and you're not storing that energy. Yeah. But I feel like as you heal that, you're going to bring the person that's supposed to be in your life into your life for sure. Yeah. Okay. So we are going back to the list to see who's here and then we'll go from there. Thank you, April. Um, for always being so good to us and the channel and always coming and watching and supporting us. We will get PS next. Please post your question. Oh, I know. Thanks, April. Have a great day. I know I'm probably just going to be on a little bit longer. I don't think they went to the park without me, so I might be going to the park. Yesterday, Dave and I were both on the slides. Oh, from Australia. Night, night. And April, I did send you an email back. I think TS was next, and then maybe Daya. Daya, if you want to put your question in there, you can. Oh, TS left. So, Daya, you're next. Oh, TS. Hi, I'm Tara. Does my crush think about me? Hi, Tara. How are you? Where are you from? Yes. Yes, please post your question and I will get you right after I do TS. India. What time is it there? It's like noon here. Yes, you can go ahead and post your question, please. TS, we get the Four of Pentacles and we get the King of Cups. Sometimes with the King of Cups, he's holding his emotions back. he's feeling them, but he's holding them back. And I feel like with that Four of Pentacles, it's saying, he's holding that feeling back. We do have the Empress there, which is, beautiful energy. And the Palace of Swords gaining clarity. I feel like he does. And eventually there's going to be a message coming forward to let you know about his feelings. But I feel like I feel like he's just holding that back, maybe hurt in the past. But definitely there's, I can't help noticing in this Page of Wands, there are the Four Wands behind him. So, and the Wheel, which says divinely guided to me. 9:36 in India. I feel lonely, or I don't care if there is a. Okay, we will get guidance for you next, Daya. So you saw me change decks. Daya, write a list of the things you would like to manifest. Hi, Richard. How are you doing? You can write your questions. I'll get you next. Thanks for always, watching, Richard. We appreciate it. Nope, Richard, we're going to get you next. You are very welcome. So, Daya, write a list of the things you want to manifest in the partner or the things you would like to go do. Focus on the positive. I know sometimes in a new place it's hard, but be careful of, just be careful. Sometimes Celia tells me to be aware, not beware, but be aware, be really aware of what is going on around me energetically. You get the Hanged Man, the Two of Swords, the Justice card, and we get the Moon. I feel like this time you're supposed to be spending a little bit of time alone to be looking at your shadow. I would look and see where this thing, this symbol is in your chart, your Chiron. That is our wounded healer, which is, something that really deeply affects us. Yeah, I would just be very aware. Right now, you do have 3 major arcana, which means I feel like you're being very divinely guided. But in this card, she's kind of on guard, but you have to watch out what's going on behind her. So Celia's just telling me very much be aware. Yeah, make sure you're staying very balanced and grounded. And I feel like this is a time of healing for you. Another major arcana, and then we get the page or the Knight of Pentacles, which is forward movement with somebody. I would take, and write a piece of paper of what you want to manifest. Tell the story that you want to create. I wrote 2 pages when I was working on manifesting my twin flame. And don't just spend time with somebody, so you're not alone, because, could be a wolf in sheep's clothing. She's, she thinks she's okay, and she's, but you just never know what else is going on behind you. But I feel like you need to heal maybe some family contracts with that, with the Star card and the Justice card. A lot of times that's family karma. So sometimes you need to look at, the relationships of your, of your family, your immediate family, your, also your extended family. So you're saying, and then that sun is going to come, and, there's the Judgment card as well. So I feel like you're really being divinely guided. We have, Daya, do you have Facebook? Yes, don't let people treat you like that. Daya, we have a Facebook group. If you have Facebook, join our private Facebook group. The link is in the description box. I'm doing private readings tomorrow for the Facebook group. I'm not going to do coffee and cards like normal. I'm doing private readings. Join the Facebook group. I'm going to do a little bit more extended readings in there tomorrow for the members. and we're just trying to build our community. So join the group. If you ever need someone to talk to, reach out, send me a private message. And I know there's others in the group, we're just trying to build the soul tribe. We're all in this healing project, together, working together. So if you would like, please join the group. We're always accepting members into the soul tribe. Richard, is Maggie coming in November to see me? So we are getting Richard next. Richard, she wants me to go to the Romance Angels. So we are just going to see what we got here. I hope everyone is doing well. Where are you at, Daya? And if you want to know about your guidance, always put your hand on your heart and ask your guides for advice, ask them. And then you'll feel if you feel a peaceful feeling, that's a yes, So I hope you have a very great day too. So we are going to do Richard now. Diane, the last couple of years, I met so many wonderful people from India, worked with them. So I definitely have a past there in a past life for sure. I told Dave that before. I have some tie to India from a past life. So, yeah. I am always trying to give helpful advice. My guide Celia definitely loves to give that helpful advice. Oh, you're from India too. I know India is a really big country. But yeah, if you guys would like, join our group. Hi, Queen of Humility. How are you doing? So Richard, we get love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. And then we get make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And we get romantic feelings. So Richard, I feel like that's a yes. Make sure you're spending time doing a little bit of self-love and self-care. And, as the more you love on yourself, the more it overall, I will say, makes this journey so much easier. But I feel like it says do what you're guided to do and romantic feelings. So, yeah, I would say yes, Richard. Queen of Humility, we'll get you. Richard, write that love letter to yourself. I tell people all the time, though, write the love letter you would like to see. You can really change that energy. I will just say, me and Dave were having the hugest fight, and I asked Celia to step in, and it literally in 1 minute of her talking to Dave, our fight was over. I mean, I can't even explain it. He loves when I have her step in. She's very level-headed, and I'm a Taurus, so I can be a little stubborn. Queen of Humility, let's see. You just wanted what's coming towards you. Was that for what's coming towards Queen? Oh, she's saying switch, so I'm switching. We are just following all her guidance today. So we get beneath the surface and hidden truth, something unknown. And then you get sensitivity and strength, tapping your forces within. Well, we know you have lots of inner strength. Celia was pretty adamant on that one, Queen Humility. So we are going to get some tarot, and find out any information about. I feel like you're going to definitely find out something. Or maybe, oh, you're going to have a new gift open up. I've recently had that. Celia says that's what it is. You're going to have a new gift opening up. Yeah, I feel like something is going to really open up for you. Like I said lately, anybody that's ever seen the movie Ghost, you know how there's, all the people want to communicate. That's kind of what I am getting. Yeah, I feel like there's going to be big transformation. I feel like you're going to really open a new gift up. Yay! Fun. So what gift are you working on opening up? What are you working on healing? Do you do any healing work? Now I'm really excited to hear. I have just done Queen and we already did Richard, so we're gonna move on and let me see. So you told me to go back and look in the let's see. She likes that we can look and see who's in the chat. So she can just call whoever we're called to. So we are going to call Rapali and then Smile and then Himanshi next. Or the next three, Celia says. So we're going to go there. So please post your questions. Rapali, will I get my job by the 15th of November? Or will by the end of November? So Rapali, we get the Three of Cups, which in this card looks like they're celebrating. And then the Nine of Wands. So he's kind of waiting. I feel like you may get the news you want, but it may take just a little bit longer than you're expecting. We get the Three of Cups, the Nine of Wands, and then we get the Death card and the World on the bottom. I think it's going to happen. I just think it's not happening in your timeline. But I feel like it will happen maybe after Scorpio season. So I feel like possibly not till in December or very, very late in November, but I don't feel like it's going to be happening on your timeline. I feel like, that's just kind of waiting around. And yeah, I feel like, Source has his own timeline for everything. And then we're going to go to Smile. What will happen between me and Sagittarius D in the future? I'm an Aquarius. Okay, guidance for Smile. Hi, Ash. How are you doing? You can ask your question. Hi, Chantel. I just look on the participant list, and whoever my guide's called to is who we read. We get the Queen of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, and the Sun. The Sun is the best deck, card in the deck for. So I feel like the future can be that way. It could be a little up and down. But I feel like as, with that card, I feel like the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords, is the balance there, the balance between the head and the heart. So just make sure you're staying very balanced because we got the Sun there. That's definitely, strong Leo energy, but that is the happiest card in the deck. I feel like it could take a little time, but definitely work on that being balanced and grounded. And then, the messages are definitely going to that energy is going to move really quickly. But yeah, make sure you're staying balanced between your head and your heart. And then Hamachi's current feelings of Naaman towards me. Lots and lots of feelings, it looks like, because we get lots of cards. So we're going to start with the Three of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, the High Priestess, the Strength card, the Ace of Swords, the Fool, and the Nine of Pentacles. If it's in separation right now, I feel like, this top row is, past, maybe you were together, and then we go to the Five of Cups, which is separation, and then, the High Priestess is not talking at all. The Nine of Pentacles is, that single person that's kind of doing their own thing. I feel like as you step into this energy as well, because you get the Strength, the Ace of Swords, and the Fool, that a new opportunity is right there to come in. But I feel like this can't circle necessarily back around until there's some healing work done. That Five of Pentacles or Five of Cups is, there's some heartbreak that's being held on to. Sorry, my daughter again. So I feel like you have some energy of some sort from the past that has to be dealt with, and as you heal that energy, you can move forward. Because this is divinely guided with the Strength, the Ace of Swords, and the Fool. That's new clarity and a new opportunity definitely coming in. With that person or with somebody else, you do get, we have 4 major arcana here, which, are really, saying this is very divinely guided. I'm just doing whatever Celia's called to, and she was just called to pull from this deck. So, so we are going to move on. Chantel, no, my guide picks whatever she wants to pick. So we just do what my guide Celia wants. In the morning, I do coffee and cards with oracle cards, and with those you get to pick the deck. Normally I do 2 decks. Tomorrow for coffee and cards, we're doing a private reading for our Facebook group. If you are in the group, we are doing cards. Dave and I will both be pulling cards. Dave is my twin flame and we'll be there. So if you would like, you can join the Facebook group and we will be answering questions. So Chantel, we will get a card for you next. Why has my aunt, she's a Taurus, been acting funny since I've been bettering myself? I'm a Gemini. Okay. Chantel, you get the card of freedom, moving on, letting go. Sometimes people are very codependent on our energy, and when you're focusing on yourself, you're not focusing on them. The next thing is the personal guide, guardian angel, spirit family. And we're going to pull some tarot for you. But yeah, some people don't like to see, that you're going to fly away and flourish, and just keep working on yourself. The tower's there on the bottom. I will just say, as a Taurus, it's a very fixed sign. Taurus does not always like change very easily. I know recently I've had, a friend of 20 plus years that I've had to, set free, because She liked me a lot when I was a single girl, and could give her a lot of attention. And as soon as I focused, my focus became more on me and more on Dave and, building our life. And, she didn't like that. And, so just, I know sometimes it's really sad. Um, I did kind of a releasing thing. I told the universe, if this relationship isn't meant for me, please just take it easily. And it pretty much did. So, um, definitely the tarot wants to talk to you. You get the 8 of Swords and the 7 of Swords. So I feel like she's saying, don't let yourself be in confusion about, anybody's behavior. That 7 of Swords is definitely, walking away from stuff that's not serving you. As I got a throat chakra activation. So he's got a message for you. So here we go. The rest of the cards are the 6 of Cups and the Knight of Swords. Chantel, I would look in my past if you've had this pattern with anybody else. A lot of times things kind of circle back around, and the 6 of Cups is somebody from the past. Sometimes they see you like this and they don't want to see you like this. They want to, keep seeing you as that small child. So I knew. So the next cards are the Page of Cups, the Knight of Wands, the 3 of Swords, and the Ace of Swords, or the Ace of Wands. She's just making me take a second. I feel like this freedom that you're feeling, I know it doesn't feel like very good freedom, but the messages are coming in that's going to try to set you on your path. I feel like the more you love yourself, the more you heal the wounds from the past, and the more that's going to, open your spiritual gifts up. I know, Chantel, my spiritual gifts have been opening up like crazy the more I'm kind of focusing on myself. And I feel like that's telling you, keep focusing on yourself, be your authentic self. Ask your guides for help. In the right time, if that is meant to be, it will come back for you. Oh yeah, you have such mission, girl. Yeah. So yeah, so you just got something to say about that. I feel like you definitely are on the right path. Just keep working on your self-love. You know, if you need to join the Facebook group, we are always accepting new members. Building our soul tribe, sharing our happiness, and trying to, we're just sharing what Dave and I have learned on our path. We both struggled in love, and then now couldn't be happier. So, I am my throat chakra is just going crazy. So I am actually going to take a break. Normally that means somebody's kind of projecting energy at me. So we're just going to stop. So, I may be back later to do a live. If not, I will be back on tomorrow at 11 to read tarot. And we are doing coffee and cards in the morning at 9 Eastern in the Facebook chat. I'll post a private link. So everyone, thanks for joining and have a really great day. MD, thanks for all your help moderating. We greatly appreciate you. Thank you.